Yes. Okay. Ajnanatimirandhasya jnananjana shalakaya चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुरा श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुणा वैष्णवं च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साधुतं शवदूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च नमः विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनीति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुलंगायति गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणां श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं हरि ओम तस्सत्. The first of all, I pay my humble obeisances and gratitude that those who are coming to this Zoom session, our weekly class, and also those who are come to the live session. I was thinking that I maybe couldn't manage the class today, but somehow or other I finished my program. I'm sorry to apologize to all the devotees, Lotus Feet. My voice sound, I mean, the sound is not good because 200 devotees, I am in one single hand just to maintaining to everybody. It's very difficult. But somehow or other, they are very happy. They are leaving tomorrow. Then after 2 3 days, another group is coming. So Kartik means I am so hectic. So I just came back to room and I saw that power, electricity not working. Downstairs working, upstairs not working. Then I went to mechanic, brought it. Then just 5 o'clock sharp, the electricity came. But Krishna's warns that all the devotees are waiting. That's why. And this is the month. I don't want it to the missing of the association of the all the devotees in the month of Kartik, because Kartik means more chanting, more hearing. So that's why we don't want to miss out these things. Thank you so much. Oshim Prabhu, come to camera. All the devotees, Krishna Bhakti Das, camera. So today our topic is that how we, even I was just to decided this topic last night, 11 o'clock. I came back and decided that, okay, somehow or other I have to go to the class. So I didn't get the chance to make the poster. I just to making the topic and just to send it the group and said that you come and join. It's very important topics today, that how we can become the good well-wisher of the devotees. It is very difficult in this material world to become the well-wisher, because a different mentalities people is the different ideology and different mood and emotions and notions. So to become the well-wisher for a person, especially the spiritual well-wisher, is very difficult. Especially the modern era, we don't know that how we become the a person well-wisher, because that everybody's had a different mindset, everybody has a different emotions and notions, but we have to see that what is the real well wish. Because as a devotee, we are thinking in a one way to become the well wisher to someone. But in the material world, people in think about it another way to become well wisher. Such example, maybe I am thinking this Mataji should do the devotion, uplifted the consciousness. That will be the best. And that's why I'm just guiding. But that Mataji is to thinking from my side in different way. So that's why when I am thinking, I am just well wishing to her, but she is thinking it is to make a difficulties to my life. So that's why we don't know that how to make a person satisfied and how we can create in the heart of the people that I am your real well wisher. That we have to understand. I'm requesting to all the devotees, those who are in the Zoom, please to switch on the camera and sit on the class. So that's why it is very difficult to understanding that how we can satisfy. It is one of the Niti Shastra said, one of the sentence, in this material world, you can satisfy the everything to a person, but you cannot to satisfy a person heart because he has a different concept, the different ideology, the different themes. So now, today we'll discuss from the Bhagavad-Gita how we become the real well-wisher and which way we have to be well-wisher to someone. Either that person understand or not understand. Maybe beginning stage, he or she not understand, but ultimately he will understand. So that is you have to understanding from the Bhagavad Gita. Because even in the month of Karti, it is Skanda Purana says that if you do some good activities for a person, you will get a lot blessings. Like our Vishakha Mataji, she is to conducting to you and sending the sorry, I was forget to put on the group. I saw that she's sending to the group the invitation to the class. So this is like that. It is English, Bengali said, sorry, Hindi called in Paropakar. Bhagavatam Krishna said, what is the real Paropakar? Paropakar is the well-wisher. The real Paropakar that when you are helping a person to uplift the Krishna consciousness. So that is the real well-wish. So we will hear from the Bhagavad Gita that how we can make a person the well-wishing to a devotee. Sainaj Mataji, Soham Singh, Shushmita Burman. Yes, come to the camera, Sainaj Mataji. And Krishna Bhakti Das Prabhu, Prahlad Prabhu, Shomasri, switch on camera. Yes, our Sabrina Mataji, Anup Prabhu, Vishakha Mataji, all of them are here. Every day you will come with the Bhagavad Gita, then it will be helping for you also. You can understand that which sloka I am just studying.
No, yeah, no, I'll go check.
Yes, the Bhagavad Gita, first chapter, text 21 and 22. We'll discuss that. first chapter, text number 21 and 22. So we'll discuss on that topic. It's a very, very crucial. We have to understand that how we become the real well-wisher to someone. So I'm reciting that. Yes, Krishna Bhakti Prabhu, thank you so much. After a long days, I can see your face. Arjuna Yubacha Shenaro Ubhayo Madhe Ratham Sthapayo Me Achyuta Java Javat Etana Nirikshe Aham Jodhukaman Avasthitan Koimayo Shaho Jodha Asmina Rano Shamuddame Arjuna Yubacha Shinayo Ubhayo Madhe Ratham Sthapayo Me Uchchuta Javat Itana Nirikshe Aham Jodhukaman Avasthitan Koi Maya Shaho Jodha Bhamo Asmina Rano Shamuddame Ashim Prabhu, translation,
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Pranam.
Pranam, translation.
Translation. Arjuna said, O infallible one, please draw my chariot between the two armies so that I may see those present here who desire to fight, and with whom I must contend in this great trial of arms.
Oh, 1 minute. So here is Arjuna said, Arjuna Bollo, the Arjuna said, O infallible one, please to draw my chariot between the two armies. My first question, why Arjuna wanted to take the chariot in between of the two armies? Why? Can you tell me?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, what is the question?
My question is that why Arjuna told to Krishna that take to my chariot in between of the two armies? Tell, anybody can say? Why he said that take to the my chariot in between of the two armies?
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu. Prahlad Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prahlad Prabhu.
May I answer?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. He wanted to see who wanted to fight with him, and he was curious to see that because he knew that the Kauravas, he knew some of them, the obvious people who wanted to fight with him, but he wanted to see what he was up against ultimately.
Excellent. Coffee Prabhu, do you like to say something?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I'm sorry, I just got here, so I'm running it.
Okay.
I just, yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Ashim Prabhu.
Because Because he was scared.
He was scared. Very good. Sabrina Mataji, why Arjuna said that you take to my chariot in between of the two armies?
Same thing what Prabhu said, to like view the other army, to see who is there to fight,
Hmm.
who is present there.
So my question, what will happen that I will see that who is coming to my for against me to fight? What is the reason that Arjuna said that?
Well, Prabhu,
Yeah.
I think that he was hoping that the Kauravas would have a change of heart. You know, he was hoping that maybe Bhishma would speak to them at the last moment and tell them that, okay, let's stop this. We don't have to do this. So Arjuna was hoping for something to happen so that they won't fight.
Excellent. Write it one point. In this material world, when people was getting some torture, getting some hurt from someone, that time he or she is thinking, if that person will see my face, maybe my heart will be, maybe that person heart will be melt to see my face. But in this material world, people don't know. Those who are cruel, they are always cruel. Their heart never can change. How much you are trying to be go to in front of them, how much you show your love and care, but those who are rascal, he always in rascal. So Arjuna was thinking that those
Sorry, Prabhu,
family,
your network is cracking.
is it okay now? I feel
Yes,
I'm,
please repeat. You were cracking, the line was cracking.
okay, maybe, I don't know. So in this material world, people are thinking, such an example that Vishakha Mataji and Anup Prabhu is a good friendship. So Vishakha Mataji heard Anup was something gossiping about Vishakha. So that time Vishakha Mataji, I told Mataji, do you know, Anup Prabhu was speaking like this about you in our June class. Then Vishakha Mataji said, I don't believe it, Prabhu. He's a very nice friend of me. He can never to do like this. Then I am thinking, people not to be trust like this way. People sometimes, some people are like that. In front of us is a good well-wisher, but my backside is the greatest cheater. That's why we are sometimes to mistrust to someone. Actually, we should not to keep the trust without any the proper understanding the person. So that time Vishaka said, I don't believe it. I want to meet with him. Then I take to the Vishaka Mataji, to Anup Prabhu, and said, Anup, did you say something about me? Then Anup said, who said? Prabhuji said. I said, yes, Prabhu, you said. Mataji always to praising about you. Then Anup showed the real face. Yes, you are cheater, you are this, you are that. Then Vishakha that time said, you never told me before any time to tell that I am this bad girl. Always you are praising to me in front of the devotees. But now to my backside, you are doing like this. Now I can understand who is the real well-wisher to me. In front of me and backside me, who is the same person that is called in the well-wisher. That's why Arjuna take to the chariot in between means if you wanted to understand a person, you have to standing that person, not top, not last, not bottom. You have to standing in the middle. So anyone life, you're not to judging standing on the top position, standing on the bottom position. You have to standing on the person between. I can say like this way, just like your friend, your husband, your wife, your lover, don't standing judging the person when you are with that person. You are understanding that person when you are with their families, with his friends, with his relatives. Then you will see how that girl or boy or husband and wife is to make it behavior. Then you can understand what type of person is there. Sometimes we can see some lover separately, the boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband are so much praising. Oh, darling, you are so sweet, nice, this and that. But when the in the family group or friends group, you call, Vishaka Mataji, can you speak to me? Vishaka saw all my friends and family. Why Prabhu called me? Oh, Prabhu, I'm so busy. I have a meeting. Actually, she's not a meeting. She's to cheating. She's not meeting. She's cheating. Because when she's alone, that time Prabhu good, Prabhu good, Prabhu good. But now in her friend circle, I am the bad. Her friends is the main. So you have to understand. You have to judge the people not on the top, not on the bottom. You have to standing on that person middle. Middle means with the families, with the relatives, with the friends, you will see that girl or boy, how to react, how to behavior with you. Behavior with you. Sometimes we can see the people is coming to our life, speaking so nice way. Going to the parents' life, speaking in different way. The speaking to us separately in one way, when going to the family and everybody together, that time is speaking in different way. So very carefully understand who is your real well-wisher. Who is the real wisher? In between, in among the every people, he will give you the priority. I am a good well-wisher for Saina's Mataji. In front of her, I will say she's good. Even with the Zoom class, I will say good. Even her family member, I will say good. And if I don't like some of her activities in her, I mean the separate, that time I will say, Mataji, I don't like these activities. Even in the group, I will also say, I don't like this. Even in the family member, I'll tell like this. Not like in front of someone to hankering something when Mataji is like a separately speaking to me, to hankering something and say, oh Mataji, you are so sweet, you are very nice, you are kind-hearted, this and that. But when going to the family, uh, actually Mataji, I think so you have to some correction there. Then Mataji immediately said, Prabhu, you didn't tell this sentence when you are speaking to me alone. That time you didn't say. So you are not my well-wisher. You are the culprit in my life. In front of everybody, your face is changing. And when you are in separate with me, that time your face is different. So I never ever trust you. You never in my life is the well-wisher. You are telling now in front of the devotees, you are my well-wisher and correcting me. Then why you not to correct when I am alone? Why in front of the devotees? Oh, now you keep it your face value. That's why you are just two. But when you are in alone with me, hankering something from my life, that time you didn't say. So we have to understand why Arjuna said that take to my chariot in between of the armies. So it is Krishna teaching us. People judge not by separate. People judge among the people. What type of people he or she is. Get my point? This is the first answer. Second answer, that when that Krishna took to the chariot in between, he don't take to the in one corner, this corner, that Krishna take to the chariot where is the Krishna's most dear and near relatives is there. That means Dronacharya and Bhishmadev and Duryodhana in one side and Dronacharya and Bhishmadev. My question, why Krishna? Krishna is the driver. Why Krishna take to the chariot among the Kauravas? Why?
Because they are good people.
Yes, very good. How they are good people? They came to fight with the Krishna. Fight against the Arjuna. Get my point? I mean, understanding my question. I said, when Arjuna said that you take to my chariot in between of the two parties, Arjuna don't take you to the armies, this and that. He take to the relatives where in between of the chariot you are standing. Why Krishna did like this? Why? Yes, Leela Shori Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu Pranam.
Yes.
Because Krishna want to teach Arjuna, who you love them, you trust them, they are now they are your opposite side. So
Yes.
that's why.
Yes, get my point. It's very good. Excellent. Anybody else? Why he take to the chariot in the Duryodhana side?
To make a relationship.
No. Keep it in mind. Yes, Prahlad Prabhu.
Yes, Hare Krishna,
Please,
Prabhu.
those who are in the class, switch on the camera. Shankardal Prabhu also. Yes, tell me.
Yeah. The Lord is at the center of everything. So even those who are enemies, between them there is God. God is always there. So
It's very good. Excellent answer. But my question, you write it, the answer. Why Krishna take to the chariot in between of the relatives? Because in this material world, people started the devotion when he get the kit from the very near and dear people. If you not get the kicking from your very near and dear, you never can develop your Krishna consciousness. Such example, Vishanti Mataji's devotion will not increase. Some like a what is called, one boy is mechanical boy in his home to servicing the all the electronic things. If that boy will cheat, Vishakha Mataji will feeling so much to that cheating. Vishakha Mataji, are you feeling so much about get the cheat from your mechanical boy in your home?
Yes, Prabhu, because he cheated with me.
But it is not too much to hurting you because you understand he is a mechanical boy, isn't it? But if it is same thing is happening with the 6 years, 7 years, 10 years as a relationship, Vishakha Mataji's boyfriend will do something. How you are feeling, Vishakha Mataji, that time?
Very hurt, Prabhu. You using the word boyfriend, but it happened with me and my eldest brother. So yeah.
That time she was totally devastating situation and cracking and smashing the life. That time she will do what? She will think, oh Krishna, now I understand. in my life, nobody is the well-wisher. Actually, really the well-wisher, that is you. That's why I'm dedicated my life to your service. Not in my any relatives, not my boyfriend, not my husband, nothing. They're all are coming to my life for hankering and cheating and cheating. That's why that Arjuna take to the chariot in between of the Arjuna's very near and dear, very too much attached relationship with the family, because Arjuna cannot to proceed in Krishna consciousness. Because why? Because he is too much attached to the family member. You write it this sentence, Bhagavad-Gita, Krishna said, you remind it one word. Without Krishna in this material world, if you keep it your so much faith and trust and love or care, without Krishna and Krishna consciousness devotee, you will definitely get the heart from that person. It is 100% stamped, as Bhagavad Gita Krishna said. Without Krishna and Krishna consciousness devotee, I mean your guru, your counselor, without that, if you keep so much love, affection, pyar, jo bhi bolo, anything you can put over extra things, they will one day kick you. They will one day kick you. They will one day kick you. Why? Because Krishna wanted to show you in this material world, nobody is for you. I am only for you. So I am the real well-wisher. So what is the teachings in our life? In this material, and you see, why Krishna take to the in between of the Kauravas? Our Bengali one word says, যেখানে বাঘের ভয় সেখানে রাত ভয়. That means where is the fear, there is the tiger. Where is no fear, there is no tiger. So where is your too much attachment, too much love, too much care, there is the breaking, there is the crashing, there is the cheating, there is the mistrust. Everything is happening. That's why Krishna take to the chariot in between. In between. That's why the greatest sentence you have to remember it. People don't judge by top position or not by bottom position. People judge in between of the difficult situation. How he is react with you. Then you can understand how much he is or she is well-wisher to you. When you are in top position, people will say, oh, Sienna's Mataji, so nice. She's so good. She's well-wisher to my family, this, that. Oh, you are so sweet, my sister. When you are in down position, bottom, that time, oh, you are very nice. But when you are in with the group of families, relatives, friends, everybody, then you will see how people are reacting. There you can find that who is the well-wisher, who is not to leave it you, even the difficult situation, even the family difficulties, even the life difficulties, who will not to leave it you. You understand he is the real wisher. Otherwise, he is a selfish person to your life, just to hankering something and finish it as a tissue, use it and throw it. So very careful that to judging the people, that who is the real wisher. Now come to the purport. Yes.
Purport. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Although Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, out of his causeless mercy, he was engaged in the service of his friend. He never fails in his affection for his devotees.
1 minute. My question, very carefully. Although Lord Krishna is the supreme personality of the Godhead, out of his causeless mercy, he was engaged in the service of his friend. What is teachings this line to our life? The first teachings Krishna wanted to show. Arjun, you forgot me. I am your real friend. You see, your brothers or Durjodhana and all the family member going against you when you are going to the right side. That time they kick you and leave it you and come to fight with you. But look at the Krishna, your friend. Even you are not to respect me, even you are not to follow my word, even you are not to follow my instruction, still I am standing your side. Still I am standing your side. So now choose who is your real well-wisher, these families or Krishna. These families or Krishna. So we have to understand who is my difficult situation standing my life. He is the good person. That's why it is a scripture said, if you wanted to recognize your friend, then taste it on the bad days. If you wanted to taste who is your best friend, taste it on the bad days. When your bad days will come, then you understand who is your real friend. Because bad days, the real friend, the cheating friend never standing with you. They will go away and kick away. And kick away. But who is your real friend? Even you are in difficulties, standing in your side. Even your husband-wife situation also like that. I am as a Bengali, I am not to say. We saw our Bengal. And just now 200 devotees came from Mayapur. They are not so very rich. Simple devotees. Simple. But they are one life just to spending with the husband. But modern days, they are big scholar, M.Tech, B.Tech, these, that. They cannot stay with the husband. 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. After that, divorce. Why? Because they coming to the husband one life for to hankering something. As your beauty, how many days? I am with you. As your money, how many days? I am with you. Your money finish, beauty finish, kicked. Or some of the physical union, sex life, when you cannot to give the enjoyment bodily, kicked out. But those who are real friend, either you are in poor or either you are in rich, standing with you. That is the real evolution. So Prabhupada is telling, that he told to the Arjuna, Arjun, look your friend, look your family. Who is your best friend? To whom you are sacrificing, leave it your society, leave it your family, wanted to go to the forest. But look at this. They are not to think about you. They are thinking their own selfishness. But you cannot to understand that Krishna, your best friend, you're the best devotee, that who is standing, even if you are not to look at that person, still that person trying to uplift it to you. So find out who is your real well-wisher. Who is your real well-wisher? Understand? Now second sentence. Yes, Oshim Prabhu. He never fails.
He never fails in his affection for his devotees, and thus he is addressed herein as infallible, as chariot,
One minute. He never fails his affection for his devotees. Thus he is addressed herein infallible. Infallible means achyuta. So those who are the real well-wisher, those who are really to love me, even my difficult situation, standing my side. I saw one of the Facebook, one of the short clips. There I saw a boyfriend and girlfriend fall in love. So that boy somehow rather the business is down for the coronavirus. So for her birthday, that boy brought it one of the purse, I mean the lady's bag. And that time, that girl said, "You are brought it this the low class one of the purse. I don't wanted to use it. I like the Louis and something the very costly things. You are so mean and so poor. I just to mesmerize my life to fall in love to you." Okay. Another day, the boys wanted to propose that girl to brought it one of the silver ring and said, "Oh my darling, I wanted to propose you." It's very good. Okay, what you brought it? Then he opened that cover and gave it and said, "This is too small and this is the silver. I don't want it to use it. I don't like you. I have to leave you and to go away." He said, "Go away means where?" That I am going to another my boyfriend. He's very rich. He always to give me the costly things and everything. That's why I love him and very. And you have not a good car even. I don't want it to stay. Okay. Then boy was crying and said, "Don't go. You are long days with me. I just to confirm you, whenever my business will be okay, I will give you whatever you want. Whatever you, just few months you wait." She not wait. She went away. Then few days with that boy, one day that girl coming to the room and that boyfriend office and saw that boyfriend in the home is with her and in the office is another girl, and that another girl is kissing to that boy. Then girl was devastating. And one day they are walking on the street, that girl, and saw some or other that ex-boyfriend. And ex-boyfriend was now very rich and very popular and said, "Hey, you are in here?" "Yes, I'm in here." "Why you are on the street alone? Where is your boyfriend?" "Oh, leave it. It's just to go away my life." "Oh," and then girl said, was thinking that now I am using some sweet word and just to melting the heart, and again I go back and said, "Oh, now you are using the branded car." "Yes, I purchased this because my business is now okay." And said, "I want to say something. We can again," just to say we can again, in between another girl came and said, "Oh, my darling, how are you?" I said, "Oh, you have now a girlfriend?" "Yes, this is my girlfriend and we are going to marriage." Said, "Oh." So that time that boy gave with a very costly one of the handbag, and that girl is going to sit in the car. Then that boy going to sit in the car, that ex-girlfriend said, "This is not right. What you did. I was in love to you." Then boy came back again and said, "Don't say this wording again. Don't forget it. When was my bad days? You didn't standing with me. You cannot to wait for me. This girl, when I have no money, we don't go to the restaurant and take food. We take the food only rice and dal. When I have no money, I gave the simple bag. The girl never complain. Use it. When I have no car, we are using the local bus. That girl never complain. But you, when I don't have these things, you are complaining and screaming and shouting and making like this. Don't forget, goes around, comes around. So now you think about it, that what you did with me. So Now I am going, you go to your ex-boyfriend. So this is like that. We have to understand who is my real well-wisher, who is standing to my bad days. That's why we can see in our life, every time, every difficult situation, who is standing by side? That is Krishna. Whenever we are getting hurt, whenever we are getting the shock, we can get the two person in our life, Krishna and Krishna's devotee. The real devotees is our guru and who is my real counselor. And rest of the things is just as a. Even in this material world, we can sometimes even see our parents also like that. Our parents also. Sometimes I can see the parents, the modern days, also to use the children as a the gambling. Gambling, you understand? For his or her richness wanted to show. Don't think about the child life. Think about how much I can give the rich person to my child to giving marriage or giving the job, this, that. Don't think about what will happen to my child. They think about, I wanted to keep my position on the society, what is looks very powerful to me. Oh, like a such example, Sena's Mataji has a girl, and that girl gave a rich person, and girl said, Mommy, I don't like that boy behavior, not good. I don't want to. You have to get married because he's rich. I don't want it to show my face value on the society that my daughter get married is a street beggar. Either is a good boy. I don't want to see. I want a rich boy because I want to keep my position is very good. So think about it. Even the parents in Kali Yuga, not our real evolution. Yes, I don't say not random. Some parents are like this, some of them, but parents also like that. That's why we have to understand who is the real evolution when we are in our bad days. When we are on bad days. Next.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes.
Can I say a short story?
Yes, better first you read it. I will hear the last. Remind it.
As charioteer, he had to carry out the orders of Arjuna. And since he did not hesitate to do so, he is addressed as infallible. Although,
Look, 1 minute. Look, another well-wisher quality you see. Krishna saw that Arjuna not listen my word. Arjuna is going to the misdirection. Krishna tried to avoid him. Still, he became the chariot driver. He didn't say, you are not listen my word. I don't want to stay with you. I have to leave. Still, Krishna keep. Why? This is the real well-wisher. He think about it. Somehow or other, Krishna can little bit understand. I will divert the Krishna. I will divert the Arjuna to the right path. This is the real friend. Real friend always to wait. That somehow or other, my friend will turn back. I will bring back and dragging to the right position. This is the real evolution. Real evolution, not to think about, okay, is going to the devastating situation. Give them chance. Go, 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 go. No, it's waiting. How much you can go? Look, because I know you are not in right path. You not in right path. Next.
although he had accepted the position of a charioteer for his devotee, his supreme position was not challenged.
1 minute. Another thing is the teachings here. When someone you saw that your good advice not to listening, that time you are just keep quiet and helping. Don't try to give the good advice that time. You first try to give the good advice. Very careful. You first try to give the good advice. You 2-3 times tried and saw that he or she not listening. That time you become not an advisor. You become the following the orderer. You become to follow his order. Just keep quiet. Don't say, because he is not now the perfect person to listening your word. That's why you have to wait. So this is the teachings also in our life. If someone is not to understand you are the real evolution, don't give your good advice to him, because that fellow don't understand your value. When they are not understand your value and you are giving the good advice, this is the misusing your words and your energy. Rather, you keep quiet and pray to Krishna that he will come to the real consciousness. This is also teachings. This is also a teachings. Next.
In all circumstances, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hirshikesha, the Lord of the total senses. The relationship between the Lord and his servitor is very sweet and transcendental. The servitor is always ready to render service to the Lord, and similarly, the Lord is always seeking an opportunity to render some service to the devotee.
1 minute. This is the teachings. The well-wisher mentality will be like that. Always to getting some chance. How can I serving to my the friend or my husband, my wife, whatever relationship. This is the well-wisher mentality. Always to be ready. How can I helping to his Krishna consciousness, to her Krishna consciousness? That is the mood of a well-wisher. But those who are not a well-wisher, they are always to be ready when your good times or good position, how can hankering? How can hankering? How can just what is sucking from you? That is the, when you're good time, you go and just like Vishaka Mataji, such example, not to speak to me. When coming to the Ekadashi day, she don't know when is Ekadashi. Prabhu, you are very nice. Prabhu, your message is very nice. Prabhu, can you tell me when is the Ekadashi? Yes, Mataji. Prabhu, when is the breaking of the fast? This, that. In 15 days, no more call, no more message, no nothing. Again, the second Ekadashi come, that time again call. So this person is just to coming to my life for sucking and the take some hankering. Are Baba, you are only Ekadashi to call because you need some help, that's why. But when in 15 days, what happened to my life? You never to call and ask. So what is your friend? So you are coming to my life for your problems, not to think about how is Prabhu, how is going on, how is this. So these kind of people always to avoid. That's why I'm always to say, even not my word, it is the good advice say, the bad company is better than to live alone. This kind of selfish person, not to keep in your friend list, rather you can stay in alone. Our Bengali one word say, Dushto Goruche Shunno Atal Bhalo. You understand what do you mean? The naughty cows and buffaloes better than an empty goshala is good. In your goshala, if you keep it some naughty cows and buffaloes, better than keep it empty goshala and sit and chant. That is nice. Same like in your life, some kinds of buffaloes and some animalistic people keep in your friend list, in your Facebook, in your WhatsApp group. Better than you know WhatsApp, no Facebook, no problem. You keep it one person. Those who really a Krishna consciousness devotee, that is best. How many Srila Prabhupada in this material world to change the world? One Prabhupada. One Prabhupada. How many Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati? One. To change the world. So we have to understand in our life not to need a millions of friends. We need a one friend who can change my turn of the life. That's why always to remember, in your friend list, you don't count how many friends I have. Your friend list to search how many is the real friend. Even my class, that is I am following. People are giving the ID password link, come to my Zoom and wanted to show. Look how many foreign people are coming to my Zoom. Somebody coming, switch off, they are going to another place, not listening. I don't think. 2% my Zoom, no problem. But they are listening and changing their life. That's what Prabhupada always said. Don't counting the quality, quantity, counting the quality. So don't count how many quantities of friend you have. Count how many qualities of well-wisher friend in your life. Either one person, that is enough. Not more than that. That is enough. That's why we have to understand these things. Next.
He takes greater pleasure in his pure devotees, assuming the advantageous position of ordering him than he does in being the giving of orders. Since he is master, everyone is under his orders, and no one is above him to order him. But when he finds that a pure devotee is ordering him, he obtains transcendental pleasure, although he is the infallible master in all circumstances.
Can you understand this kind of sentence? Prabhupada wanted to teach us this sentence. Arjuna not listening to Krishna's word, but Krishna still became an orderer and following his instruction. Think about it. My friend will come back. My friend will come back. My friend will come back. But we know in this material world, people are so cheated. When fall in Maya, you will never turn back. That's why don't wait. Don't expecting, rather accepting. That's why I'm always to say, don't expecting from the people, rather accepting from the people. What is, if you are expecting, they will turn back, they never turn back. Rather accepting, this is like that. This fellow is like this. So if you are accepting this, you get some relief from your heart. But how much you are expecting? Oh, she will come back or he will come back. But you don't know. Cheater, always cheater. He never come back. He will come back when he's get the kicked. But that time also he didn't or she didn't come back. To come back again to hankering something from your life. Hankering. So very carefully to understand who is the well-wisher to your life. Yes. Next.
As a pure devotee of Lord, Arjuna had no desire to fight with his cousins and brothers, but he was forced to come onto the battlefield by the obstinacy of Duryodhana, who was never agreeable to any peaceful negotiation.
Negotiation. Yes.
Negotiation.
So
Therefore,
the 1 minute. So this sentence is teachings. Sometimes we not to hurting, not to hurting to our well-wisher, not to hurting to our friends, but sometimes we have to be little bit go aside from that side, that person. Why? To give the understanding, who am I in your life? Arjuna didn't wanted to fight to Duryodhana, but Krishna bring him and drag him in aside. Why? Because Duryodhana's heart, Krishna wanted to give the understanding who was Arjuna and Panchapandav in your life. So sometime this is our teachings that if you really to well wishing to someone for some situation, you have to go aside for that person. Otherwise, you are always with that person. They don't understand how much you are good well wisher to that person. So for his understanding, you have to sometime aside yourself. Aside yourself. Otherwise, that person don't understand. That person don't understand. Next.
therefore, he was very anxious to see who
Anxious.
the
He
anxious.
was very anxious.
He was very anxious to see who the leading persons present on the battlefield were.
1 minute. 1 minute. He was very anxious to see who was the leading person on the battlefield. Why he was anxious? He was thinking, maybe Duryodhan saw my face, heart will melt and come back to me. Isn't it? Now, sometimes we are seeing modern world in a relationship. We are thinking, no, Prabhu, if I go to that my boyfriend life, maybe to see my face, he will turn back. But people don't understand. CTR, always CTR. How much you will go front or back or side or this and that. He never changed or she never changed. She never changed because they are not to love you. They are just to hankering you. That's a very carefully understand. Love and hankering standing together. Those who love you, every situation with you, those who hankering you, they are in different situation in the different phase. Different situation in it. That's always to understand. Both words starting with the L, love and life. In this material world, 99% people are like you, don't love you. Do you understand what do you mean like and love? Like means Buddha one time asked to one of his disciples, hey Buddhadev, what is the difference between the love and life? Then Buddhadev said, like means you are walking in the street and saw the rose flower and you say, I like this flower. So immediately you pluck it and put on your hair, set on your hair. And if you really tell, I love this flower, then you will go to that flower, watering and make a fence that any animals not to destroy, taking care, watering and caring and nourishing. This is called love. See, in this material world, nobody love you. Everybody like you. That's why they use you for his or her life. When they can't use it, throw in the bin. But those who love you, your parents, your Guru Maharaj, Krishna, they are really love you. Whatever situation, they are always standing by your side. That is Krishna and the Krishna's devotee. So you have to understand who is the real well-wisher. Who is the real wisher? Because we are most of the devotees in this material world, we are just to see the face value, we are thinking he is my lover. Lover, you have to understand when in the bad days come, then you understand how much he or she is loving, how much he or she is the well-wisher. Understand? Next.
Although there was no question of a peacemaking endeavor on the battlefield, he wanted to see them again and to see how much they were bent upon demanding an unwanted war. Hare
So
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Arjuna wanted to see how they can come and find. I am giving my life and everything. Life and everything. And Krishna, you think. So Krishna is the perfect friend. And take to the chariot. Where is the Krishna's? Arjuna's weak point. That is the place Krishna take. The chariot is take. Where is the Duryodhana standing? So we have to understand your life. Our life is also a battlefield. When Krishna choose you to take to him back, come back to God, Krishna take your chariot. Who is your the best near and dear? How much they can become cruel about you or against you? To put on your chariot in between them. Then you're thinking, oh my God, I am just giving my life for them. I'm spending my life, misusing my life. I hate them. I don't want to see your face. In our Bengal, we can see something like this. A mother, whole life, grew up the child. The child get married to a smart girl, kicked the parents on the, the widow, the place, widow house, and go with the wife. Then that time mother, father think, it should be better I am become a barren child. Why I am giving the bird this kind of culprit? Rather, I am taking care of one of the cow, at least to give me 1 liter of milk every day. So we have to ready. If you really want to go back home, back to God, you have to get ready. Krishna will kick you where you have that so much attachment. Either money, either family, either boyfriend, either children, either property, anyway. Krishna will just to not a kick slower way. To kick like that, you are totally smash. Then you will bring back. I'm giving you one example. In front of the wall, you have a football on your leg. If you kick slowly, football will return very slowly. Huh? If you kick the football slowly and hitting on the wall, then football will come back, return will be quicker or slower?
Slower.
Yes. But Krishna, if wanted to bring back you quicker, then how to cook? How to kick?
Quicker.
Stronger.
Harder.
Stronger. Yes, harder or stronger. Same like when you are coming to the list of Krishna that you will take him back to Godhead, Krishna will kick you so strongly that you totally the faithless of these friends of your friend list or the relatives that you can go back home, back to God. The greatest example is our Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, generally, it's a normal sense. Prabhupada has so much love for whom? Wife. And wife what say? I don't want you. I want tea. When Prabhupada said, you want tea or me? Wife said, I want tea, not you. Then Prabhupada said, then take it key and I am going to Vrindavan. Going to Vrindavan. So you have to understand. When Krishna liked you, Krishna rejected you from all the material attachment. When Krishna don't like you, you are thinking, oh Prabhu, so many people like me. My all the relatives love me. My all the staff, all my relatives, everybody like me. Are murk, gadhe. They don't like you. Maya hugging you to keep you more days in this material world. This is not my word. One of the Maharaj said, oh gadhe. Gadhe means donkey. You don't think about this is love you. This is hugging you, Maya, to keep more and more days in this material world and to enjoy it and suffer it. But if Krishna love you, Krishna kick you from everything and you are totally free from the attachment and go back home, back to Godhead. That's why if you want to really understand the well-wisher, you first to give the chance to when your bad day come and you will see who is there. That's how we can see all the bad days, all our problems, all our anxiety. That time where we will go? We are going to Krishna. We're going to temple. We're going to holy name. We're going to listen the class. So that is the real point is the in our life is the well-wisher. That is my guru and my spiritual real counselor. Even sometimes counselor also hankering, guru also hankering. That's so you understand that who is always to think about my spirituality and the Krishna. So without these three things, you don't to be accepted as a well-wisher very easily. Very easily. Then you will get to the heart or get to the punishment for your life. Actually, that punishment, Krishna's arrangement to take him back to Godhead. Thank you so much for your kind and passions to listening this class. So I want to hear from some question and comments. Yes, Sneha's Mataji. I'm sorry, my voice is a little bit breakdown.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Hare Krishna devotees. Thank you, Prabhu. You know, it's funny that your topic today was on our well wishes. Is an important part of my life at the moment. Is that you have your friends and family, but are they truly your well wishers? And today that opened up, and more than anything, which I always think about, is that our true well wisher is Lord Krishna. And I agree with what you said as well, is that he gives us our hardships and our low times to bring us closer to him. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful for that. But thank you for the amazing class. Thank you. Haribol.
Thank you. Haribol. Thank you so much. Yes, Coffee Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Now, it's interesting you said our well-wisher, because our well-wisher is only Krishna, because he's with us all the time. He's always with us. And you said something like, if you want to understand someone, you need to see them face to face. See them. And that's very good. They have to be in the middle, and Krishna is in the middle of everything we do. So thank you so much for giving us giving us this understanding for us to understand that this is how it is. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Thank you so much. Haribol. Sabrina Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes.
So, well, the topic with well-wisher, sometimes it's difficult to like depict like who is your well-wisher and who is not your well-wisher. And you gave some really good points in like recognizing who a well-wisher is, you know, and it all depends on, you know, who you associate with. If that person don't have you good in mind, you know, things can go really bad for you. So it's I think it's very, very important who you associate with and who you put your trust in. And I also, in my life, in my experiences, I have always had not so well-wishers, and I had people would really act very nice in front of your face, but they don't have good intentions.
Yeah.
So I start to like always pray to Krishna and have my faith in Krishna and be like, you know, everybody's mind, you know who is good and who is bad. And I believe that Krishna will put the right people in your life according to your consciousness. If
Yeah.
you want somebody to cheat you, then he's going to send somebody to cheat you.
Yes.
You're on the right path. I think that he is going to put people in your life to help you to cultivate your Krishna consciousness, if that's what your desire is. So that's why.
No, your point is very good, but sometimes you have to understand. You don't think about if your intention is good, Krishna not always to sending you the good things. Krishna sometimes send you the bad things because Krishna wanted to make his child is perfect, to understandable child. That's why even if you are in good intention, Krishna sometimes sending you the bad person in your life. Why? Because if you're not to understanding the stumble or the obstacle, then in future you can fall in a problem. Even if you are in good intention, Krishna sometimes send one or two person is the bad. Those who really to cheat you, even if you are a good person. Why? Krishna taught you, Sabrina, in future, some kind of people will come like this in your life. So learn more. Prabhupada said in one lecture, I don't believe, I don't feel, Prabhupada said, I don't feel that my God brother cheat with me or they are just to make a bad behavior to me. Actually, Krishna taught me, Abhay, in future, you have to go to a very big position. That's why you have to understand who is real friend and who is not a real friend. That's why this is not my God brothers, don't help me. This is taught me in our life, nobody is our helper. Krishna and me. Always to understand, I'm tell this sentence always. Life means a one of the love story, Krishna and you. In between is all are villain. Nobody is your friend. So life is a love story of Krishna and you. And all of them are inside is the villain. They are nothing. So understand? So don't think about always you keep it good intention and you are peaceful. Okay, I am good intention. But if you are good intention, you see sometimes bad things happen. You are. That's why you have to also to convince you. Even I'm having good intention, but Krishna sometimes sending some trial that I can understand what is the real life. Some bad companies also come and to hankering me. That's why I have to be more perfect, the more understanding. There's who really come to cunning way to take my advantage. Get my point? Thank you so much.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Vishakha Mataji?
Hey Krishna, Prabhu, Pranam. Prabhu, I have two comments and one question. So the first comment is that you said people will come when they near and dear kick them. And that happened recently with one of my friends. And they started to come to the temple and being Krishna conscious. And the second one is you said that Krishna's always there for you. And you told us last week that we should start reading Srimad Bhagavatam, 8th canto, chapter 3. So in text 2, it says, and Anu Prabhu is also in our class every day we read. And we were reading how Gajendra, when the crocodile bit his leg, that he took the lotus and he surrendered to the Lord. And I was just telling them, because like we have a discussion after that he's an animal. And look at how he surrendered to the Lord. And we human, and we didn't even think things like this. We always like looking for somebody to go and cry and, you know, like a shoulder to have and stuff. But we forget the Lord is there. So that was another realization. And Prabhu,
that is another realization that Gajendra was going to die, but no devatas is coming to helping him. Only Krishna is coming to helping him. That's why we also understand devata also not our well-wisher. Sai Baba is not our well-wisher. Or this Baba, this Ma is not our well-wisher. Our real well-wisher is a Krishna. Real well-wisher. Yes.
Prabhu, my question is, you said that like your friends will come and then sometimes they'll be bad to you and they'll leave and they'll want to come back, or even a family member. So when they come back, how do I deal with that, whether it's a friend or family member?
You have to, Prabhupada gave an example. You have to help him, but don't forget it. They are a poisonous snake. They can again to bite you. That's why will serve you, but as a keep in a distance. Because again, they are take your opportunity and to fall in a trap. You must be a person, maybe come back and take your service, want your service. You must be helped. But keep in your one sentence, this fellow last time cheat with me. So don't be 100% trust again. That you have to keep it in mind and help it. But if you are forget it, okay, that then you feel think about it, you again have to be fall in a problem. Fall in a problem. That's why, yes, he want to your service or want some of your needs or help, you must be do it. But keep it in that sentence. This fellow last time cheat with me. So I don't trust again. I will trust. First I will see 2-3 months. What is your intention? What is your activities? What is your everything? Try, then accept. First taste it, then accept it. Without taste, see and melt and go inside. Then again you will finish. So without taste, no accept. Get my point?
Yes, Prabhu. So in spiritual life, how do you help the person? Because like you're saying, don't forget it. But Ma always says, but you're a devotee and you need to be humble. But Prabhu, it's difficult.
Your ma didn't understand the scriptures. Didn't understand the scriptures. My question, your mother should read the Ramayana. Ramayana said that when the Vibhishan came and all the Ram said, okay, give him chance to come. Hanuman said, Prabhu, first taste it, then accept it. Yes, we know he is a devotee, but his blood is from Rakshasas because he is the brother of Ravana. So when Ramchandra tasted, then he accepted. Then he accepted. Otherwise, you not directly accepted. Then yes, we are a devotee, must be to just accept him, but not like this. Even our ISKCON, you see, somebody wants to come back. Okay, come back, some menial service, do some menial service, do some lower class work, then we understand how much you love ISKCON. But when you want the post and position come back, that means you again come to cheat. You prove it that you are really to come back. Get my point? So you must be helped, but keep it in mind that he was previous time what he did. So don't give the allowance like this to again to do it. Get my point? Shastra says there are so many examples. So many examples. Okay?
Yes, thank you. Now, yes, Prabhu, thank you.
Prahlad Prabhu. Prahlad Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes. Dandavat Pranam.
Yes, I think that the take-home message here is that we should, in the end, we should surrender everything and sacrifice everything for Vishnu.
Yes.
I think that's the main take-home of today's discussion. We have to sacrifice everything for God because He has sacrificed everything for us.
Yes. Thank you so much. Anu Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Dandavats Pranam Prabhu. Thank you
Dandavat
for the
Pranam.
class.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very important, thought-provoking class. And yeah, it reminds me of a scenario of, I think it's the two birds sitting on a tree, where Krishna
Yeah.
is one bird and you are other bird, you're enjoying the fruits, and Krishna is silently watching it and Krishna is so merciful that he allows you to enjoy it because he wants you to
Yeah.
realize the situation. And even that situation where he mentioned that the Arjun going through, seeing the actual reality of his own relatives, what they're
Yes.
willing to remain in their positions,
Yeah.
especially because they may fight in this war mostly for their own safety instead for following dharma. And this
Yeah.
was quite important thing. And also, it's also good to see that sometimes the best medicine is the worst tasting. So that's what
Yeah.
we always done. So it's a good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Krishna Bhakti Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol Prabhu.
I really don't have any comment, but I just want to say that you expound and filter the scripture so nicely that any kid could understand.
Mm.
And we must say thank you for your endeavorment.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Shibani Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanva Pranam.
Dandavat
Thank you
Pranam.
for a wonderful class. I liked in the beginning when you said that you gave good examples that in the world, where you have too much attachment, there you'll be cheated, you'll be hurt, you'll be broken, you will see people ditching you and not being there in your good, like bad times, and I
Yeah.
love the fact when you said it's better to have one good friend than have
Yeah.
20 friends, that's what I
Yeah.
tell my kids. It's better to
Yeah.
have one good friend who will stick by you than have
Yeah.
30, 40 friends who will leave you in the need of time. And
Yeah.
we should depend more on Krishna because
Mm.
that's one best friend that will never, ever desert us, leave us. It's unconditional love,
Yeah. It's
So
very
thank you
good.
so much. Wonderful class. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hari Bol. Ashim Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Pranam.
Pranam. Comments or question?
Today's learning, I learned that
Yes.
Krishna is the best friend ever, and he
Yes.
is always with us in our bad times.
Yes.
And one comment is that, like, Krishna gave you Bhagavad-Gita, gave you Bhagavatam, and gave you the Vedas to read and reach his lotus feet. But if we will not read them, then how can we achieve him? So
Mm.
just like we have a car but we don't have petrol, how will we drive? We have a
Yes.
boat but we cannot row. How will we go somewhere with the boat?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you.
Your classes are very nice. I really like them.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
for your nice appreciation. I'm really feel very honored to your such a sweet and cute and expression. I think so. All the devotees like you. Thank you so much. So all the devotees to thank you to joining this class. Okay. So today let's just to stop here. Vancha kalpataru bhatsya kripa sindhu bevacha patitanam pavane bhavishnume vainamano ananta koti vishnu bhakta vrinda ki jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai Nitai Gaur Pramanande Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. See you
Hare
next
Krishna
week.
Prabhuji, Dhanva Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam. So we'll see you next week. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Kaldana.
Bye bye.